Alright, so this video should help you with percent concentration problems. Um, so we have molarity. Molarity is a form or a unit of concentration. Percent is a unit of concentration. Parts per million is a unit of concentration. So this is just one of the three ways we're going to calculate concentration. So the objective to be able to solve all three types. Success would look like this. You'd be given a problem. On the test, it will tell you the style, M over V. So what is the percent? M over V of a solution that has 72 grams of salt in 647 milliliters of solution. For percent problems, you do not have to calculate the molar mass. You just need to know the grams that it gives you. All right, so let's just attack. So if you would take your periodic tables out, you open it up to that middle side, and I don't know how much this has been discussed, but over here are some helpful formulas. That's really ugly, but whatever. There are helpful formulas here to do almost anything we need. We've used it before, or you should have, when you did percent error that you can see right here. What we're going to talk about is the percent concentrations that are right here. Now those are hard to read, so I've just cut and put them right here. So there's three types: mass over mass, mass over volume, volume over volume. And to know which one to do, just read the problem and it will tell you. All of them are pretty similar. You take the grams of solute if it's mass over mass, which would also just be M over M. You'll see that instead of it written all the way out. Okay, so that would be the mass, or the grams of solute, over the grams of the solution. This one, typically, you need to make sure that you add the solute and the solvent on these. Then mass over volume, that would be grams on top, milliliters on bottom. Percent concentration, that's that's milliliters over milliliters. And then parts per million we'll do in a separate video. So let's go ahead and just look at an example problem. So you have 15 milliliters of bleach in 4,000 milliliters of water, and it wants the percent volume over volume. So I've already cut this equation from the notes. All right, it just was right over here on your periodic table. You could find it if you needed it. And it shows that you have milliliters of solute over milliliters of solution. The solute is always the thing you have less of, so you can look up here, that's 15 milliliters of bleach. That's already in milliliters, so you'd have 15 on top, and then it has 4,000 milliliters of water. Now you need to be careful. If it says just water and we need the solution, then you need to take your 4,000 and add the 15 milliliters of your solute. If it says 4,000 milliliters of solution, then you would just put 4,000 as your denominator. So be careful as you read these to make sure if you need to add the two parts in the denominator. All right, that's times 100. So let me pause that and I'll do the math. All right, when I type that in, I got 0.37%, and that would be my volume over volume right here, percent concentration of this bleach water in the toilet. Okay, looking at the next one. So go ahead and give this a shot. You can pause this video. It's mass over volume. All right, so let's give this a shot. We have this equation right here. Once again, it can be found on your periodic table. I'm just going to plug things in. So I want grams of solute. It gives me 48 grams of salt. All right, and I'm going to divide it by milliliters of solution. Now, unlike the last problem, it tells you solution right here. So you do not have to add. It tells you the total is 516. Then you multiply it by 100, and you'd be good to go. So 48 divided by 516 times 100, and we get 9.3%. All right, last example. This one is mass over mass. The equation from the periodic table on the left, you can use that. Grams of solute, so that's the 14. This one's going to be pretty easy. Over 986 grams of water. Remember, it's even written in bold here, if it just gives you water, you must add the water and the solute to get the total. So the denominator would be 986 plus 14, which conveniently is 1,000. So times 100, if I do my math right, it is 1.4%. Okay, do a couple more practice problems on these to make sure that you are all set. They'll be right here at the end of this video.